Supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Ronald Jones.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Watson escaped. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete, right around the 8. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Texans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And 10 at the 40.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Brings up 2nd and
A reminder
7.
coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Forced out, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He'll find Lindsey here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this to Coulter complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd
from the gun. Watson steps away to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for his wideout.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
At the 39-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
No, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On first down, Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He would give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcus Davenport, his second sack of the night.
Loss of 4 yards. And it's
third and long. It's Watson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
second down.
Throwing on second and long. Watson finding some room at midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards. Watson off play action. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the Texans' 44-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
No, but I'm on this every day.